Final HOORAH Ollie Wentworth, a friend of Kelly Ripa's, insists that Mark Consuelos will be her final live co-host following Ryan Seacrest's departure. Beloved TV host Kelly Ripa will conclude her run with Mark Consuelos, according to a pal, Ollie Wentworth. The popular program's final host will be actor Consuelos. Ripa is unlikely to continue as a presenter of the long-running ABC program with anyone else seated next to her, according to friend and regular live stand-in anchor Ollie Wentworth. Wentworth, who is wed to George Stephanopoulos, the host of Good Morning America, believes that Ripa's work with her spouse is a difficult gig since they are placing their marriage in the spotlight. Since 2001, Ripa has been on the program, first with the late Regis Philbin and then with Michael Strahan, Ryan Seacrest, and finally, her husband. Wentworth continued by advising celebrities like Ripa and her husband to overlook some of the critical remarks made on social media regarding their recent debut as co-hosts. At the 33rd Annual Colleagues Spring Luncheon and Oscar de la Renta fashion show at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, Wentworth only spoke to the camera. Wentworth served as the event's presenter and presented Mariska Hargitay, a longtime friend and the star of Law and Order, with the Champion of Children Award. Ripa and Consuelos' on-screen partnership, in Wentworth's opinion, will be the show's final one. Having Mark, who by the way co-hosts constantly already, seems almost natural after having Strahan and then Ryan. And it appears that this is the last co-host, to quote. You cannot co-host with your husband at first and afterwards with someone else. It appears that this will remain the location for some time. Wentworth said that it's challenging to produce a popular show every day and keep a marriage together. You're putting your marriage and your personal relationships in the forefront, so I think it's a tough ask. I mean, one thing I'll say about my husband is that we kind of keep it separate and sort of stay in our lanes, she remarked. It would be interesting to observe how they manage having their personal and professional lives merge in this way, Wentworth continued. I believe that people are thrilled about it. Thus, it will be intriguing. Reactions to Ripa and Consuelos' debut have been conflicted. A few Twitter users even said they would stop watching after several fans complained that the event was excruciating to watch. Wentworth, a cast member of Living Color, asserts the significance of avoiding social media. She relied heavily on her husband for support as she dealt with the fickle nature of her followers. I don't read, she declared. I don't believe anyone should, regardless of whether you are well-known or not. Do not read the comments. I also tell my kids, who have private accounts, that. However, you must shut it out. When I was performing on a show, my husband once made a wonderful comment to me, and I was like, oh my God, they said. And he continued, they're writing bad things about you, but if you ran into them on the street, they'd give you a hug and want to take a selfie with you. Therefore, nothing matters. And I believe that is accurate. Wentworth, a comedian, actor, and producer, also discussed his role in the Soup Nazi, the most well-known Seinfeld episode. The mother of two thinks it's hilarious that viewers can still identify her from the episode from 1995 that became famous for the excessive love between Jerry and his girlfriend Sheila, who called each other Schmoopie. Wentworth chuckled as she said, I mean, it's such a legendary episode, and it was one of those instances when, oh my gosh, I'm on Seinfeld. I have to make out with Seinfeld in addition to being on Seinfeld. He's a good buddy now, but there were so many layers to it. The fact that when New Yorkers see Jerry and me, they immediately start shouting Schmoopie blows their minds. Jerry can ignore it, but I'm thinking, oh my God, what's going on here? Doing one episode of a show was great, and people still refer to me as Schmoopie. That explains the show's phenomenal global appeal. Seinfeld, in Wentworth's opinion, is among the top stand-up comedians in the world. No, he's very clean, as they say, and that makes him more popular with a wider range of people. Both older and younger generations can relate to him. He is also a very decent individual with integrity, which is significant in today's society. Furthermore, he is very specific in what he does. He does not participate in a multitude of initiatives and sponsorships like some famous people do. He is highly picky and in a situation where he can pursue his interests. And I recently completed a little role in his next Christmas movie, so everything was created by Jerry. Before strolling down the runway, posing, and even doing a little dance, Wentworth and Hargitay were in terrific spirits when they arrived on the red carpet. At the luncheon, Hargitay received the Champion for Children Award in recognition of starting the Joyful Heart Foundation. It means everything to me, she admitted. I've been striving to inspire people ever since I was a young child.